Hey YouTube, it's John again. I don't know how well you can see my mirrors, but if you look very closely, you might notice that there's something chasing my motorcycle. It's chasing it because it's attached to it, and it would be, oh great, oversized load, sweet! That's just exactly what I wanted to deal with. Anyway, I'm pulling my trailer. I'm not going anywhere today. I'm wanting to kind of test everything out and see how these have been coming through a lot lately, and I'm not exactly sure what they are or what they're for. But anyway, I just want to test it out, see how things shift around, make sure my bearings are fine, they don't get hot, that kind of stuff. Now that I've got it loaded down and packed, we are packed. We're ready for our trip next week. And well, that's inconvenient, be hauling that behind an oversized load. And so due to that, I'm not getting up to very much speed, but that's okay. But when I did my my kind of update video on the bike, by the way, I'm shooting this on my new Sena Prism rather, with the audio coming from my new Sena 20S. So if it sounds and looks terrible, blame Sena. If it sounds and looks great, then that's all my fault, and I did that. So you can thank me. Anyway, so when I did that video, kind of showing all the updates, of course, I showed off my trailer, and a lot of folks asked, well, what's that like to ride with a trailer? And so I thought I'd just go ahead and run the camera while I'm doing this, you know, and this is basically what it's like, you know, calm, smooth inputs and subdued riding. Obviously with the trailer, stopping distances are increased and it's a little harder to accelerate, but it's not as significant as you think. One of the things that I noticed is that things that sound really scary aren't as scary as you'd think. Like this corner up here, you know, with this trailer behind me and the way the bike kind of feels, it feels kind of weird, but it's fine, it's just different. It doesn't feel any more weird than hopping on a new bike for the first time. And I suspect I'll get used to it as I ride. Another thing was I had to stop on a hill to make a right turn, which is no big deal. I do that in my car, which is a 5-speed. I do it on this bike all the time. It's just up a hill. But then I thought, well, hold on now, how far is this going to turn? What is this going to be like pulling up this hill into traffic, making a right turn? How's this going to work? And you know, so I let the clutch out and I pulled out, and actually it wasn't bad. I mean, it was like, oh, all right, that's no big deal. So, yeah, I mean, that was cool. And what I'm noticing, though, is that this thing really doing, you know, 55, 60 miles an hour here. It's just not that big of a deal. The trailer pulls just fine. A few things that I do notice is, I mean, there is some extra weight. And when the wind blows, you kind of get a double dose of it because of the trailer back there. Another thing is when you hit a bump, it throws you off a little bit because it's 3 times. You're used to 2 times, right? You hit a bump front wheel, you hit a bump rear wheel, and now you have trailer wheels. So it's kind of bump, bump, bump every time, and it's a little weird. And you do kind of get this feeling that the bike is kind of moving a little bit, just from the weight of the trailer as it kind of rocks back and forth on its leaf springs. It's not enough to, you know, make you, you know, clinch yourself or anything, but it's enough to remind you that that trailer's there, because oftentimes you forget it's there because really it kind of just disappears behind you. So is pulling a trailer something people should do? I don't know. I mean, it definitely adds risk. Of course, motorcycling is a risk in itself, but it definitely adds risks. An interesting kind of conundrum is, you know, with my increased stopping distance, is it any worse than a bike with poorer brakes and without ABS, like a single disc brake bike? Certainly, towing requires the right kind of bike, and it's not just power. I hear that all the time. Well, I don't know if my bike will have enough power to pull that. Your bike has enough power to pull that. It doesn't take that much. I don't have more than a few hundred pounds behind me. I mean, anything can pull that for the most part. The issue is stopping it. Now, this bike has big, massive disc brakes, 2 of them up front, 1 in the back. It's got anti-lock brakes, and it's got a suspension that's a lot better suited for hauling. Of course, no motorcycle is designed for towing, and no motorcycle has towing capacities listed in the manual or anything else like that, and no motorcycle manufacturer comes with a hitch from the factory that I'm aware of. But a lot of folks do it, and there are, of course, companies who make hitches and trailer wiring kits and everything else to haul a trailer. So, I don't know, you know, it's working out pretty good for me. Definitely changes the way you park. You gotta watch it, you know, you don't want to park down a hill or anything else like that, because backing up is no longer an option when you have a trailer. Backing up has disappeared as something that you can do. But, I don't know, it's not as scary as I thought it might be. Let me know in the comments below what your thoughts are. I'm going to be doing some camping. That's what I'm going to be doing. I've been told that I need to be more personable and let you guys know more about myself. And I don't think you're interested in me, but several folks have told me that. So I'll tell you what I'm doing. So we're going camping down in Eureka Springs, Arkansas. It's going to be a lot of fun, I think. What I have in the trailer is, tent, air mattress, bag chairs, stove, fuel for the stove, everything, little stuff like matches. I have everything in there in addition to our clothes and swimming suits and everything else. So we're set for the week. And we're going to be doing a lot of riding from there. We're going to have the trailer loaded down, we're going to have it unloaded and locked up at the campsite, and then we're going to go out and do some riding. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. And I'm really looking forward to it, and I'm really excited about what we're going to get to do. And I haven't been camping since I was a kid. My wife has never been camping, and it's something we both wanted to do, both wanted to kind of get into. So we bought a tent and that kind of thing. We've kind of pieced things together. We did camp out in the backyard with our nieces and nephews a couple weeks ago because they wanted to camp out in the backyard. But yeah, we got everything packed up, and our first real camping trip is going to be this next week. We're leaving on Monday morning and heading out to Eureka Springs. It's about 300 miles the route we're taking, and which isn't too exciting, but pulling the trailer, I figured we'll do it easy the first time, nothing too crazy, and then we'll probably put the real miles on once we're down there and have the trailer unloaded and campsite set up. So I won't be doing any videos that week. I just don't have the bandwidth. I might shoot some and edit them and then upload them when I get home, but that's kind of the way it's going to work. So guys, I'm looking forward to hearing your comments as always, and I'm looking forward to hear what you think. I'm looking forward to the guy who's going to throw a fit because I'm pulling a trailer and that's going to cause explosions or something. That comment's going to happen. I mean, I get a lot of weird comments like that. I mean, whenever I take my hands off the handlebars, I get a comment about that. I got comments about, that's just the way it is. That's how YouTube works. I did a whole video on that subject. No need to talk about it now. So guys, I'll talk to you later. Ooh, I just breathed something in. Some sort of dust or something. Guys, I'll talk to you later. As always, God bless, and I can't wait to have you subscribe and check out more videos. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.